You want to say?
It's 20 years later, I think, probably a little bit more, and a lot has happened since the stage life, and my life changed. I had sicknesses, and I moved from America to Switzerland, and retirement set in, and things changed.
And that's how the book starts, with this beautiful wedding. Starts actually in this hotel, and you go back to your house in Lake Zurich, not far from here. And then a series of revelations happen. You feel a bit weird on your wedding day, a bit tired. And then you had a stroke.
I think I had overdone something, some kind of way, but I went to hospital to find out what this cramping sensation was. And they put me on the table for MRI, we call it. And they said the blood pressure went up. And I said, oh, it's always up, because I always had high blood pressure. Immediately they took me in and said, it's a mild stroke from the back of the head. And then they took me down in the room, and I didn't believe it. I said, stroke, like that. They left the room. Flop, hit the floor. The whole right side was gone.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, what have I done? I really have had something, because I can't move. And I used all of my willpower I wanted to get back like I was. I didn't believe, I thought I was the ultimate person to fix things.
Right.
So they said, well, how you do that, don't give in to it, it will come back. It was a mild stroke, it wasn't a heavy one.
And you were 73 at the time?
At the time, yes.
And did it affect your singing at all?
Well,
obviously when you couldn't speak, but once your speech came back, was your voice still there?
Actually I had retired. I haven't actually tried to sing since, but I'm sure I can. Oh, yes, it's still there.
Yeah.
After we got rid of the stroke, then the swindle started, this dizziness. So they found out what that was in the inner ear. We corrected that, and then after that was the kidney thing. They found that, that was this one next, the colon.
Yeah.
So they said, okay, we'll have to cut half of it out.
And because it was cancerous?
Yeah. So then they said, only one of your kidneys are functioning. Actually, what happened was I stopped medication for kidney because I was tired of the medicine, and I wanted to see what I felt like, my old self, because it has, the blood pressure medicine holds you, it restricts you a little bit.
Yeah. So your energy had gone.
The energy, yeah. And so then I thought, I'm stopping it. I'll go back to homeopathic medicine. Well, the homeopathic medicine wasn't strong enough for what my problem was.
Right.
And that's why the kidney reacted and failed. So I went to the doctor, and he said, your kidney numbers, they are totally down. What have you done? I said, well, I stopped the medicine. So then he says, well, your other kidney is gone. Now you have no kidney.
Did he say you'd been foolish?
No, the Swiss people are like the English, they have manners. So I said, well, so what happens? He said, if you don't maintain, if you don't do what we recommend, you will probably die. So I said, well, if it's time, I felt like I'm late 70s, my mother died at 84, my sister died at 74. I thought maybe this was my time. In Buddhism, you accept the life and the death. Yeah, I was ready. I was set. I just thought that it's my time.
You'd even checked out assisted suicide?
And I did once earlier. Anyway, death is not a problem for me. I don't really mind leaving.
Right.
I know a lot of people don't think that way, but I'm happy that I do, because it's something that is inevitable. So anyway, Irvin said no. They said to Irvin, you can live with one kidney. So Irvin said to the doctors, can I give her one of mine? Something similar to this. I wasn't there. And then he found out that he doesn't need two kidneys. So then he came to me and said, Tina, you don't have to make this decision now. I can give you one of my kidneys. I said, oh, Irvin, you're young. I'm already older. It's okay. You just get used to me not being here. Oh, no, he didn't want that. So then he talked me into him taking on one kidney. So I said, well, no, I have to talk to the doctors. And then I talked to them about Irvin and what will happen to him, because he was still quite young. And I did feel like I was older. I was already in my 70s. So why should I take the kidneys from a young man and let him finish his life. That's what I felt like. And he said, no, my life is fine how it is. I'll give you one of my kidneys.
Yeah. So the obvious question is, I mean, you're 79 next month. You've had your stroke, you've had cancer, and you've had a kidney failure and a kidney replacement. How are you, Tina?
I'm happier than I've ever been in my life. I'm happier than I ever thought that life would become for me. So that means that most of my hardships came while I was young and growing up. And in the last days, when normally people suffer from old age and sickness, my happiness came. I'm really thoroughly happy.
And how's your health?
It's very good. I go to the doctor now once a month.
Yeah.
For them to just check to make sure everything is going. I take medicine once a day that I have to for the rest of the life. And I did fall a couple of days ago.
You're most welcome to my YouTube channel. Make it a point to subscribe to Moninda Henry if at all. This is the first time you saw another breaking and very sad news coming in. Tina Turner, one of the rock's great vocalists and most charismatic performers, has died at the age of 83. In a statement, her spokesperson said, Tina Turner, the queen of rock and roll, has died peacefully today at the age of 83 after a long illness in her home in Zurich, Switzerland. With her, the world loses a music legend and a role model. The US-born star was one of the great female rock singers, known for her electric on-stage presence and string of hits including The Best, Proud Mary, Private Dancer, and What's Love Got to Do With It. Among the first to pay tribute were Mick Jagger, Bette Midler, Bryan Adams, and the White House of Gloria Gaynor. Turner first found fame in 1960s alongside ex-husband Ike Turner with their classic song Live Deep, Mountain High among their repertoire. The domestic abuse he subjected her to and her long struggle to great break-free was documented in a 1993 Hollywood film starring Angela Bassett, which won 3 Oscars. Turner's life story was so immortalized in the popular West End show that is still running. The singer's popularity as a solo artist waned in 1970s, and her days in the limelight appeared over, with the singer mainly playing at the cabaret circuit. However, her career was dramatically resurrected in 1983 when a cover of A.I. Green's Let's Stay Together became a huge hit. Turner, then in her 40s, signed a new contract with Capitol Records, which led to the Private Dancer album in 1984. It went on to sell more than 10 million copies and established her as a megastar. So I'm just here to send my dear condolences, most especially to the fans and friends of our dear Tina Turner, who are actually passing through this difficult time. Rest in peace, Queen. Gone but never to be forgotten. Thank you so much for watching.
Hey, this is Henry Mulindi. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. If at all you have watched this video up this far, thank you so much. For the returning subscriber, I really respect you and I really love you so much. For the new person here, please join the family. Once again, thank you so much. May the Almighty bless you, bless your family, and also bless the work of your hands. I sign out. Bye-bye.